Say it ain't so, Joe. Say it ain't so. Damn. Listen, Remy Ma. Let me find out Remy Ma got a son out here that's top shotter in these streets. That's what it's looking like. It's not looking good right now. Welcome back to the channel. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Click the bell next to the subscribe button so you are notified every time a new video goes up. Right here, right here, right here. Let's get into the info. So yesterday I'm scrolling through Instagram and I see that Lisa Evers at Fox 5, shout out to her, she drops a story first saying that some people in law enforcement had released some information preliminary saying that Remy Ma son, her first child, had caught a murder charge. Yep. And I was like, damn, this can't be good. Remy Ma? Now, when they showed the picture of that young man, I thought to myself, that looked like Remy Ma's, he looked like Remy Ma's age in that particular picture that they showed. I seen a picture later where he definitely looked younger and could pass for her son. But back to what's happening in the details. So rapper Remy Ma, 23-year-old son, has been charged over the 2021 fatal shooting of a man in Queens, New York. And this is official now. This is according to the NYPD on Wednesday. Jason Scott and another man named Richard Swigert, 22 years old, they were both caught on first-degree murder charges Tuesday night. 3 years after 43-year-old Darius Gillisbrooks was gunned down in a brazen, broad daylight shooting. 3 years. Now, the details of this is where it gets sketchy at. It says that the victim was shot in the head and in the chest when the shooting broke out at an intersection on 148th Street and Rockaway Boulevard in Springfield Gardens back on June 7th of 2021. So whoever did this had been getting away with it for a while. And the police have been doing their investigations and stitching the pieces together for a while. Now, the cops are still probing what the motive of the shooting was, but they're pretty sure that based on their investigations, they got the right people. They're not trying to see, oh, we might have the wrong person. They've already laid charges. They just trying to figure out why they did it. So at the time of the shooting, right, the police, they had believed that a dispute may have, people got beef in the streets. They start talking to each other. What up? What up? Yeah, do what you got to do. F you. Yeah, F you too. Right? And they got beef and words go back and forth. And then it led to bloodshed. That's what the police thought at first. Just 8 months before being shot dead, though, that victim was among dozens who were indicted in New York City by Attorney General Letitia James as part of a large-scale drug trafficking probe. That operation was dubbed Operation Heatwave. A lot of people went down in Operation Heatwave. Y'all know how them operations go. They put undercovers out in the streets. Some of them dress up like drug addicts. They have makeup artists even do some of their makeup so they look like people who are on drugs, messed up in the streets, but you're really dealing with a police officer. You're really dealing with a Fed agent, right? And they'll come and they'll buy the drugs from you and they'll make sure that this is the spot, this is the bando, this is where the jump off is at, this is where they serving the dope at, etc. They'll make a mark of your face, right? Sometimes they'll go in with cameras. They'll have video footage of you in action serving the dope. So when they come for you, it's usually a done deal. So Operation Heatwave had kicked off. And this victim was a part of Operation Heatwave at the time. Now, as part of that operation, 54 persons were charged with funneling heroin, fentanyl, and cocaine. Three strong, powerful drugs that make a lot of money out in the street. And they were charged with funneling this kind of drugs to Jefferson County in upstate New York. It was immediately clear, it wasn't immediately clear if Scott or Swigert, this is Remy Ma's son, or his co-D, had any prior connections to the victim in the lead up to him being killed. The story gets weirder though. Check this out. So in addition to the murder rap, both of the men were also hit with criminal possession of a weapon and reckless endangerment charges. Why? Because, reckless endangerment charges might have come from the fact that this was a broad daylight shooting where other people were around and could have been hit. Scott's mom, whose real name is Reminisce Smith, this is Remy Ma, Grammy-nominated star who got her start with Fat Joe's group Terror Squad back in the 90s. The 44-year-old Bronx native who has a slew of violent arrests to her own name. She once served 6 years in prison over the near-fatal shooting of a friend outside a Manhattan club in 2007. If y'all don't remember about Remy Ma, go look it up. Her and an ex-friend of hers got into it over some, I don't even remember what it was. And I don't want to make a story up. I think it was about some stolen money or something like that. Anyways, I remember one story back in the day of Remy whooping somebody with a champagne bottle over the head and then pop off with a gun. Went to prison for that. She was really out here. She was known as the girl that would beat your ass up. That was back in the day. And now her son, Scott, he had been in custody since May 9th in a separate gun charge. This is why I started the video out saying, let me find out that Remy Ma got a top shotter son out here. Because now he caught a murder charge. But this is a separate case from what he is already in custody for. He had already been in custody since May 9th in a separate gun case. So he a gunslinger for real, for real? He's been held on a $500,000 bail on criminal possession of a weapons charge. He's expected to be arraigned on the murder rap in Queens Court sometime next week. Now, it gets weirder because now the police are saying they're having things that are pointing towards that this might have been a paid hit. I know a lot of people are going to say, your mama is Remy Ma, part of Fat Joe's outfit. And if y'all know anything about the relationship between Fat Joe and Remy Ma, you know Fat Joe rides for Remy Ma. He's going to make sure that she okay. He's going to make sure. Listen, you can't do nothing to Remy Ma. If Fat Joe, they will hurt you, right? She been their girl down like blood thick family for the longest. So you would think Fat Joe got a lot of money. So Remy should be sitting pretty financially because Joe's going to look out for her over the years and make sure she's okay. And Remy does her thing too, hustle in the industry, get her money too. And then you got Papoose getting his money too. So they sitting pretty on money. So why is your son out in the streets? And if they're calling it a hit, why the hell is your son taking payments to go kill people? You want to be a hitman? A underlaw? Damn. So Remy has spoken about the situation. Remy Ma is now reacting to her son's arrest, according to uh, TMZ. And she told TMZ, she said, "We stand by Jason's innocence, and we pray that the NYPD will conduct a complete and thorough investigation to reveal the truth." So she not buying it that this is what her son been up to. "This is undoubtedly a difficult time for my family and for me. Now, while we sincerely appreciate the love and the support we have received from all of you, we kindly ask for privacy as our legal team work to prove Jason's innocence." Remy's son is being represented by attorney Don Florio, and Remy says, via the law office, quote unquote, "As his mother, I want to address this situation personally, but I've been strongly advised by his legal team, his legal counsel, not to say anything, as most people in similar situations are informed by their attorneys due to it being an active case." Which is understandable. That's the right thing to do. Shut the hell up. Don't say nothing. Remy Ma's eldest child and another man are being accused of first-degree murder. They're both currently in police custody. Now, how the incident went down, the police said it was June 7th of 2021. Now, if he is 23 years old now, then in 2024, then he must have been like 19 years old in 2021. Something around there, approximately 12:58 p.m. Police responded to a 911 call of a male that was shot at the intersection of 148th Street and Rockaway Boulevard in Queens, New York. Upon arrival, officers said they discovered a man that was laying on the ground unresponsive with multiple gunshot wounds to his head and his chest. We were told that EMS responded to the location and they transported him to Jamaica Hospital Medical Center, where he was pronounced dead. He was also described as a drug kingpin, the man who was the plug, the man who holds all the weight, the heavy hitter who make things move. This is how he was described in local reports, which covered his death when it first happened. According to law enforcement, Remy Ma's 23-year-old son, Jason Scott, he was arrested on Wednesday and charged with first-degree murder in connection to the 2021 killing, and he was hit with other charges too, 2 counts of weapons possession and reckless endangerment. Investigators say that they're under the belief that Jason and the other man they arrested are responsible for the slaying of this individual, but they are also probing the possibility that this was a hired hit. Damn. I don't know, man. You know, you could pour into your kids and they could still go the wrong way based on the company they keep. You know, you don't know too much about your children after they leave your eyesight. And every child has 2 personalities. One they show their parents, and then one they show to the streets. You know what I mean? Even nerds do. Not saying nerds are gangsters. I'm just saying, you might use some foul language around your friends, but you won't use that same foul language around your parents, right? In this particular situation, I wish Jason and Remy and the whole family all the best, and I hope justice is served, and I hope it works out. For some reason, though, I think this ain't going to turn out too good. But let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. One thing he got for sure is he has some money to fight. And we know that that plays a big deal and could make a big difference. I'll catch y'all on the next video. Hit that subscribe button. I'm out. Peace.